She was the one that leaked the information to them. So hopefully we can get some answers to how this happened.
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium... It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Orlais. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Orlais? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric.
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
Kind of risky that she asked us to investigate this. Not to mention came with us.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
I guess she couldn't have really known.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
No kidding.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
That could have gone better. But that tension was there. Yeah, now I'm starting to see why they weren't already a couple, considering honestly, they just seem perfect for each other. Yeah, one thing I despise about this area is that there's like no fast travel to at least get to the entrance from any part of this area. It's kind of annoying. Especially when you want to quick finish off a mission, considering I know that this is just going to be going back to Skyhold, having some final thoughts, and then bam, mission's done. The foul mire. God, and now we do this. And go right into another loading screen. God damn, that sucks. Yeah. Traveling can be brutal. Fast traveling can still be brutal. How incredibly cool would that be if there was... if all these areas were somehow interconnected. Like in Skyrim. That would be so effing cool. Honestly, I swear, I think Elder Scrolls Skyrim was probably the biggest, the largest wide open map I've ever seen in a video game. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Starring, I think the only places that kind of go into different areas that goes to loading screens to load into different areas is inside giant buildings and well, I guess it's going into any building and then going into deep, deep, deep underground stuff. Anyway, Varric.
I'm glad to have answers, but shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
I refuse to believe that.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Oh, that's awesome. I apologize if you're hearing some almost thundering rattling going on in the background. For some reason, it is windy as heck outside. It's getting really, really annoying to me. So I think I will talk to the ambassador again.
He spent his life...
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montilier's fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It's devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Well, obviously, can I help in any way?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux... I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who would go for that far?
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
I don't like where that's going.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
Well then.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Man. There's just too much freaking crap to deal with these. The hissing wastes. Grand Enchanter Fiona, and I'm pretty sure that was Darkspawn. And I got nothing to talk about, save for the fact that I've watched Star Wars for probably the third time since it came out just recently. I'm probably gonna see it again before the end of the week.
I trust you've heard what befell.
It's just that good of a movie. I love it. It hits all the markers that it needed to do. It hit all the expectations. Alright.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert's invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Alright then.
Lead the way.
Dead air. Sorry.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
That doesn't sound good.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Duparquets.
But the Duparquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Duparquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Oh.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
Okay, I don't
If
get
the
it.
people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, your worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standards.
Alright, this is kind of your field. Politics and stuff. Hopefully, politics and stuff.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine.
The Duparquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Duparquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets.
Oh
But
dear.
this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Bum bum bum. And yep, yet again, my time is running short, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to end it here. But don't worry, we will be back for more adventures. Until then, this is Brothers on Console. This is Hiccup from the Brothers on Consoles signing off.